Good day. This is Paora coming to you. There's one very key element of life that is uniquely human, and that is that when there's a problem show up in our lives, that we have to figure out a solution. We have to figure our way out through this. This is so fundamental and basic to being human. And I'm going to get into this with you today. I want to help you to see a new twist on this very, very old problem of how do we solve whatever is going on in our life that's vexing us. I want to tell you a story about this personally because this is related to you in a sense. The other day I did a video and I was working on a new concept, a semi-new concept, something I hadn't done for a while, which was this process of getting in touch with the divine, but doing it on video here with you. And it was troubling for me. If you ever see the video, you'll see it's like I'm hesitating, I'm procrastinating getting to that process and trying to explain all the pieces and all the stuff, and I was having a hard time getting to that place. And then I tried to figure out what the story was for me. And in this process, I learned something very, very profound I'm going to share with you. So I got to this place where I actually connected and I was communicating, I was talking to God, and He was sharing with me some of the ideas that He had with regards to the world and also some stuff with regards to me. And it pointed out a big problem that I have. The issue is this. When I am speaking to you like I am now, I have a modicum of control as to what I say, how I say it, what the content is, and my perceived value as to how useful it will be for you. And then when I turn this over to the divine, when I get into this place where I am basically sharing and transmitting the ideas that come to me with you, then I lose control. The control goes away. And so it makes for a very, very difficult situation for me because most of the time they only talk to me about my stuff. And they're talking to me about what I can do to improve it, I'd say all the time. And what I want is I want them to share some stuff that's really great, really illustrative, very informative and inspiring for you, because basically my videos are all about you. I want to create material and ideas that will assist you in your life at the highest levels. And so by turning this over, I had to let go of the control because I have no control of what they say. And I have no way of actually like forcing or twisting, because they do what they want. They say what they want. That's who they are. And they do the things that are relevant and poignant for me and my life. But I'm trying to shift and turn this around so that it's useful for you. So this is what happened. It was so cool. I was laying in bed one night thinking about this dilemma, and I'm thinking, why am I resisting this process of turning over the discussion to the divine? Because they have much, much better ideas, much more profound concepts than I do, and yet I was having this struggle. And I was had this question in my mind, and this is how I came up with this solution for how to solve problems. And what I'm calling this is this collaborative problem solving with the divine. The reason for this is that most of the time when we have a problem, we may go to someone else, may get a book, maybe go into the computer, ask questions there, maybe even go to AI and ask questions. And my solution, I think the optimum solution, the very best solution that we can possibly have, is to include the universal intelligence in the process. And the way we do that is by going inside and listening to the ideas that come to us. I feel like this is the best possible scenario because they have the knowledge of the universe, the whole basis of eons and eons of time to assist us in our specific issue right now. And it's the most loving, caring, profound, and wise concepts that we possibly can find. So here's my suggestion, my recommendation is as to how you can include the divine into the process of problem solving. First of all, get quiet and ask the question in your mind. The questions you have are based on some experience, some event. In this case, it was my experience with you of sharing what God had to say to me and sharing that with you and feeling out of control. The reason for this is because I have a control freak in me. I want to have things in control because that way I can maintain a semblance of control, a semblance of structure, and be able to do some things that I feel are important. What happened to me was, as I was thinking about this, and this is the second step, is keep pondering and wait for the answer. It dawned on me, this huge opening for me, which I hope this will be helpful for you as well. And that is that I realized that the control person in me had to let go. There was no way I could control what they have to say to me. All I am doing is just sharing the answer, coming through my brain, through my mouth, and sharing that with you directly. I have no opportunity to interrupt that or to control that. It's a straight flow. And if I try to stop it or control it, then it stops. And I don't want that. I want it to go. I want it to flow. I want it to keep happening. And then the answer came to me, which was so profound as to why this was bothering me so much. And the answer was that I have a problem letting go of control. I have a problem in many instances of wanting to be in control. In this instance, I have no control. And it was getting me very uncomfortable. It was getting me very vulnerable because I wanted a certain thing to come out of my mouth and it wasn't coming. What they share is what they share. And I think it's a beautiful process, but it means that I have to be vulnerable. I have to let go. Do you have some experiences like that in your life where you have learned how to let go or you haven't learned how to let go? The third step here is go into the answer and delve deeper. So I've been thinking about this a lot. What other areas of my life do I have or I want to have control over that it would be better for me to let go into the process and to not have to force my opinions, my controls in on the process. In this case, the divine are so powerful, so wise, so wonderful, that it's ridiculous for me to even try to control them, even if I could. And that is not a good place for me to do that. And I had to let go because, as I said earlier, this whole process of me doing videos with you is designed, from my perspective, my intention is to create the greatest ideas and concepts available, especially from the divine, so I can share with you and you can also develop your own connection yourself. So that's the process that I'm interested in. But the only way I can do that is to let go. And that was a big, huge aha for me because I have wanted to be in control for most of my life. Maybe you can relate. Now, after that happens, the last step is to celebrate and appreciate the process. What I'm saying here is that if you can take these 4 steps and do them over and over and over again, this is the best possible scenario for solving problems in your life, for attacking the challenges and the difficulties that you have in life. Because when you go inside and ask, and then you get the answer and you delve into it deeper, and then you celebrate and appreciate and thank them for the help, this process goes on throughout your life multiple times a day. And this is the possibility. Here's my recommendation. Here's my strong suggestion. That you learn how to solve your problems, but collaborate with the universal intelligence. Collaborate with the great ideas that come to you. And the only way you can do that is to get quiet and ask and then listen. Listen, listen, listen. Wait. Sometimes it happens when you're falling asleep. Sometimes it happens when you're waking up. Sometimes it just happens in the middle of the day, unbeknownst to you. But this answer will always, always come, and it's always profound. And then use the wisdom to delve into it farther, because this might be just a short brief, but when you get into it more, and my best solution is to write about it, to write the whole scenario out on my computer, and that's what my writings are consisting of, is these are my problems, how do I solve this, how do I work on this, and that's what comes back to me. This is my great aha moment. I love this collaboration. I love getting help. I love being able to see new insights and ideas from a source that is so profound and so careful in terms of directing me and helping me through the experience. This is a process that we all can get involved in, and I highly suggest you get involved into it more and more and more. Involve them in more and more in all of your decision making, in all of the different events, because this is a collaborative, beautiful, working, loving environment that we can all be a part of. I love you. I love what you are and what you're doing, and I really especially love you for being with me in this journey and for being you and for participating in this process with me, because hopefully my biggest dream is it benefits and helps you in your life to be the highest evolved, the best possible human being that you can be. And the only way to do that is to include the universal intelligence in this whole process of your life. Thank you.